Olympics is a big deal, and there's a lot of cheating, man. A lot of cheating
because there's a lot of money.
Shifts, and in boxing, there's a lot. If you win a gold medal in boxing, you're probably going to become a champion and produce millions of dollars.
If both people have the work ethic, the person with the natural talent will beat the person with the same work ethic 100 out of 100 times. And that is where it's not fair.
Hey, I know. I ain't gonna lie. I know a couple of homies who might take that down, man. We all know.
Facts, Lottie.
Hey, E-Money might take it down, man. Ask E if you can eat it.
I do think that she was selling it too.
A big psyop.
I could clearly see that the Italian girl was selling it. You falling on your knees, crying. I'm like, bro, I understand what you're doing.
Get in it.
Yeah. You've been covering the situation with Paris and the Olympics with the boxing with this Algerian bruh man who beat the crap out of this little Italian girl to the point where she was shaken and rotted. I had some people call in today, man. Where you at with it? We know that male XY chromosomes are involved, but where's your stance so far at this hour?
Well, it keeps evolving, and there's kind of like we have to pull the brakes a little bit. We were initially told, or the rumor was that it was a trans person, and I've actually had transgender friends call in and go, if it is a transgender person, that they should not be fighting, genetic women or born women.
Yeah.
There's an unfair advantage. They were telling me that they feel stronger than women who didn't transition. Okay. So, but now we're hearing that this person's actually female. But here's the problem, Jody, and everyone watching. This is the only real fact we have. There's two things. Okay. Well, three. We're living in an extremely woke, if you want to call it that. I know there's different.
That's a fact.
Fake
woke
era.
Fake woke. I'm woke.
So there last year, she took a test and failed it. It was a gender test.
Right.
And the only way you can fail a gender test is if you're not that gender, according to the experts, all right?
What the fuck?
But the XY thing, that's not known. We don't know what that means. That people are running by saying that she's XY, which is the male chromosome. That information is not out there. We don't know why she failed the gender test. That information is private. We read that on Nerd Report. I'm looking for that information.
Mm-hmm.
So we got two things. They're saying she's born female. And then on top of that, people are saying that the XY thing, and it's like, well, where is that information? Now we have Oscar De La Hoya pissed off. We have Jake Paul pissed off.
Why is Oscar De La Hoya pissed off? Doesn't he cross-dress?
Well,
damn.
To be fair, though, did you see the chick he cross-dressed for?
No. Was she bad?
He was. So, I don't know, guys. If some girl goes, put on high heels and I'm going to the hell out of you, that's pretty straight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right after. That's the way I look at it. But, yeah, it was embarrassing for him. But he says, he's obviously a gold medalist winner. He says, it's a man versus a woman. He keeps saying that. And the only reason we're to believe it's not a man, it's not a man is because the passport says female on it.
What is that about? I don't understand why a passport denotes someone's gender or who they actually biologically are. And that's why I use that argument why people could show you a freaking California ID that shows they a freaking woman with swinging balls between their legs. I mean, I don't know how that...
The Olympics, dude, the Olympics, especially, people have forgotten, boxing is one of the #1 sports. If you win in boxing, that means that your fighter, whatever your nationality is, if they fight, they win. That means that's a superior race. In World War II, it was important with Joe Louis, with Muhammad Ali, George Foreman,
with Floyd Mayweather. They've been rooting for the Mexicans have been rooting for Floyd Mayweather to lose for 15 years easily. It's a race thing. And you're right. That's the way that you show your superiority of your race, especially like you said during the George Louis era, because that's when a black man can get in the ring and tip up a white man. And it's legit.
Yes, and it was that era that showed the Aryans, fuck you, we're the one.
We're
gonna kick their ass.
Yeah.
So Algeria would lie. I think they would lie.
Absolutely.
Even though transgenders are illegal and all that.
Yes.
That's not an excuse for me. Have you ever heard of this place, Algeria?
Yes.
Nigeria, yes. Algeria,
Yeah.
never heard of it.
A lot of gypsies
Everyone's
come from there,
talking
bro.
about it.
A lot of gypsies come from Algeria. A lot of the ones that hustle you for money on the corner out here in LA, the scam gypsy artists are from Algeria. A lot of them are. So here we are, people who are scamming motherfuckers openly. Oh, you come from this country here where you scam. All right, for sure. For sure. What does that mean to me? It means that the whole country probably scams. And if there's money involved, bro, all that stuff is, at this point in 2024, people are willing to dime on their religion, their faith, their political belief, their kids, their mother, their auntie, and the mailman for $1.
Absolutely. And look, here's the deal. This is what the people, if she's not trans, you know, and people are calling her trans, I don't blame them for thinking that. She failed a gender test that we don't know what the F it was really about. We don't really know if it was the XY thing or she's using testosterone, which that's kind of weird. That would disqualify you all the way through. But we're seeing someone who lost the test, who failed the test last year, looks like a stereotypical dude, is taller than everybody, and running over every opponent.
You can see the definition in her muscles. Like it's all there.
Go to her Instagram, brother. Go to her Instagram.
What's her Instagram?
Look at her traps and chest, though, real quick. You'll notice the difference.
What's her Instagram?
It would be her regular name, and then IG, it's Khalifi. But what I'm saying, we have the right to ask these questions in there and stuff, and I don't think it's, you know, she could just be a girl that looks like a dude. I mean, at the end of the day,
but seeing her performance is gonna obviously be like, oh, wait a minute. You look a certain way, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, and then you see what happens. You gotta ask the questions, right? And then when you hear that she failed a gene test last year,
that's the issue.
What the freak?
She failed the and that's not it. There's a Thai fighter that also failed the gene test with her, and that is a really skilled fighter there. And there's traditionally does not look like female at all.
Right.
And she or he won this morning and easily, you know. And
is this another person that's supposed to be like they think is a man?
Yeah, there's 2 people that failed the test last year.
Was with Taiwanese person, right?
A Taiwanese person, very skilled fighter. We're
looking at the Instagram now. God damn. What the freak?
Oh, is it that bad?
Bruh.
It's crazy, right? I mean, that's where people have the question, right? But yeah, that's where we're going. And
bro, you could miss me entirely. That's a whole dude, bro. What we talking about? Look at this. Come on, dog. Come on.
Oh, bro.
Well, there's images of
taller than both those dudes she's standing next to. Ripped, shredded. You telling me this is a woman? This right here. This is a female woman, right? You could miss me entirely, bruh. Walking like a dude. And this is how they looked with a haircut, I guess, some ways back.
There was an MMA fighter called Cyborg. Chrissy Cyborg?
Oh, she was. Holy.
But, brother, CWK, if you put Cyborg, people thought was a dude, next to this person, Cyborg looks way more feminine. Like Cyborg, Christy Cyborg looks way more feminine than her. Like,
I swear to God, bro.
So, Louis, what do you think? What do you think the end result is? Do you have a final opinion on this?
I think we're gonna, and then I'll leave you guys because this is a great show. And then what I usually do is eat dinner and watch Jody's Corner. My favorite. So listen, what I think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
I think we need to see what the facts are, and I think there's definitely something there. Is it anabolic steroids use? Is it just normal?
I mean, the fact is she failed a freaking test, a gender test.
So. That's it. But this time she didn't. She did. That's
because it was a different test. I believe they gave her
organization.
Yeah, I believe
organization.
Yeah, I believe that organization has different rules, probably a different genetic factor that is not involved, so she can pass. Because that's what I'm talking about when I go back to Paris and the Olympics scams. Who got the bottom dollar?
There's also one other wild card I want you all to discuss. Maybe is last year or the time she got those two boxers got disqualified. It's because they beat Russians, and the Russians were controlling that. There's evidence of those Russians controlling that boxing organization. So there's that link.
Yeah.
And look,
corruption.
Roy Jones Jr. got ripped off. Virgil Hill, who no one probably remembers, got ripped off. Olympics is a big deal, and there's a lot of cheating, man. A lot of cheating.
Because there's a lot of money.
Shifts, and in boxing, there's a lot. If you win a gold medal in boxing, you're probably going to become a champion and produce millions of dollars. Oscar De La Hoya, Evander Holyfield, all those people that were in the Olympics made millions, if not billions. So there's going to be cheating. Jody, you kick. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Thanks, Lewis. Shout out to you, bro.
Hey,
no report, my favorite. Let's bring in. 5 stars here. All right, let's
go. 5 stars.
Let's bring them in. All right, so guys, before we go to the next topic, you guys can shed your opinion on the situation. What do you guys think? Go ahead, Lottie.
Who wants to start? I got some shit to say.
Say she is a woman.
Hold on, Lottie. Let Trixie get her off real quick. Go ahead, Trix.
All right.
Okay, so I've got a couple of things with this one, arguing out of everyone else's stupid-ass arguments. So whether it's true or not, motherfucker, an XY, a male-ass chromosome, there's a few reasons that can happen. One, you are trans motherfucker and you're lying. 2, you could be a hermaphrodite, brother, and at birth, that towel could have been cut down because it's easy to dig a hole. Or, your inside mental genitalia just maybe hasn't arose yet. Or you're taking bare steroids. And fair enough, you failed gender test because, I don't know, maybe you're a man. Maybe because one of the tests is actually a chromosome test, and the Olympics don't do chromosome tests. They do testostorone tests. Does everyone remember when the Germans or the Russians were dosing their athletes, and now they all look like men in their 40s? Remember that?
Yeah.
So all she really has to do is dose herself with estrogen before the test to pass that. But she looks like a man. She might have smacked the bird up massively, but I can say this. We all know that I fight. And I mainly fight men. I don't look like no man, but I've smashed every single one of them down as well. So, I agree with Lewis, we should stick to the facts. But what we should do is have a unisex division. If girls want to smash boys and boys want to smash girls, let them have at it. Let the real women and the real men fight real women and real men and leave it like that.
Dalton, you disagree with that. You said she's a woman. Why? Why is she a woman? How you know?
Hey, man, what's the deal, twin?
What's up?
What's Gucci, my boy?
We got a troller.
We have viewpoints, opinion, and speculation.
You said he a troller?
I think he a troller.
Who, me?
Lottie said you a troll, Dalton.
Jody, tell them who I am. I'm your twin. I look just like you. I don't know, my camera not working. I'm from LA. I'm the one that talked about baby daddies and stuff like 2 years ago. But I'm a fighter. Remember, I'm the MMA fighter. Too Strong Taylor.
Oh, I remember you was hood is special. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's up?
No trouble here, baby.
Hey, but you moved away. You moved to another state, though. Where was you living at?
I live in North Carolina still.
I remember you, bro. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah. No trouble, man. I've been here since the Justice
I remember.
League. What you talking about? You feel me? Back on the realest here with twin. Me and Jody look just like each other, twin. That's my doppelganger.
All right, what's your take?
Speak on it, I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I had talked about it on Facebook, boy, I got into it online. But I did not have the facts. I jumped into it just like the media did, just like all the other influencers did without having the facts. Now, once I got to the facts, made some phone calls, because I still fight. I'm a professional MMA fighter. Y'all can Google me, whatever y'all want to do. Jody know what the deal is.
Shout out to you.
But I'm going to say it like this. She is 100% a woman. The thing is, she has an XY chromosome, meaning that when her body was being created and the DNA was being created, she got created to get built like a dude, but she ended up with a vagina and ovaries. They had the interview, and they talked about they did the physical. Like, we all play sports. We all play football. At least I think y'all had to tell the doctor to hold your nuts and cough. So they did that physical. She has a vagina. She has ovaries.
But the physical, that's not public information. So how do you know that that's real?
They had the interview today. When they questioned the IOC, they had it. They came out with it. They kind of explained what kind of happened. But still, the information is out there. Now, even if you fail, let's say the gender test, just like the other Chinese fighter did today, not Taiwan, I believe. I thought she was Chinese from what I was hearing. That's just the code of how it's built, but that doesn't. It's called intersex. There's an actual term for it called intersex. There are lots of people out here with it.
Yeah.
Right. You know who else has it? Brittany Griner, the basketball player who.
I can see that. I can see that 100%.
The WWE girl who's jacked as shit.
So much China?
No. There's another one. I just found out about it. Nope. There's another one. I'm gonna try to put in a link. Nope. It's another girl.
Oh, I think
is that the chick with the silver hair, the extra buff, sexy one?
Bro, her legs look bigger than mine.
So these are women who have male ability, male body part, male features, and male muscle.
They just have more testosterone than the average female. And so I'll tell you like this.
What you talking about?
Yes.
That girl look like she on that cycle.
Bro, nigga, She-Hulk for real.
Which one you talking about?
So I'm gonna tell the way I'm gonna pull this is because I'm with y'all. If it's a dude, hell no. What? Dog, we're not doing that. This is America. I have children. I'm a conservative, right?
So let's say for the sake that she's what you said she is, right?
Female.
She's a
female.
She has the reproductive. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if she could get pregnant and have kids.
She can.
But we don't know. We don't know what she has though. We don't know what she has.
No, they talked about it on the interview. Check out the IOC.
There's no way the IOC told us her medical records.
They said the process that it took to take the test. And this is the thing. I'll be around a bunch of fighters. I know 5 girls right now that look more manlier than her. Look at Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg.
Amanda Nunes doesn't look more manlier than her. I think Amanda Nunes looks more like a woman.
I done been around Amanda Nunes.
Bro, Amanda Nunes, come on.
So say this. Come on. Does she not have? She has more testosterone.
Nah, that's a woman. You can say that's a woman.
They look like women.
Who is saying they done been around them?
I have.
Who is I have?
Down there in Florida Creek.
What gym are you training at?
I trained
look at now. Look at it.
Come on, bro. You can tell that's a woman, bro. That's a whole. That's a woman.
Bro,
for sure.
She looked like.
But these are
the dude from. She looked like Tommy's brother from Power.
Nah, see,
that's
Jody on that bottom pill.
Bro, look at
that looks like a dude from the side profile.
Look at Chris Cyborg when in her.
Bro, that's a dude.
Look at yes, bro. When she cut her hair,
still
she
a
looked
woman.
like a dude. When she cut her hair, she looked like a dude. Look at Chris Cyborg in her prime.
None of these. She doesn't look like a dude at all to me. I can clearly see that that's a woman.
Jody, look at Chris Cyborg in her prime.
And that's
look Chris Cyborg.
Chris Cyborg? Who's this? Chris?
Yes. When you see her, you can be like, oh shit.
And also, she look like Mike Tyson.
That looks. She's a woman. That looks like a woman.
She looks like
she looks exactly like a. I know she's a woman.
But that's what I'm saying. These are high density, hella testosterone. And this is the thing. When you get tested, I get tested for steroids. Listen. I get tested for steroids, right?
Short hair, bro. I can see how she can look like a dude.
Yeah, but you can see it, right? With the girl, she looks like a man, right? But what I'm saying is, you get tested for testosterone, and so when you get tested for testosterone, like I do when I get my test, is that you get leveled for a certain measurement, which is the amount of testosterone that an average or a male should have for a woman. Bro, do you know how many men
will have between? What, like 240, 950, something like that?
Something like that. But there are males right here without that, and there are males. A lot of NFL players, a lot of your Brock Lesnar's, a lot of these guys, they skyrocket way past that. So if you think about it just like this, she's just a high testosterone built woman. If she's a high testosterone built woman who actually failed a gender test a year ago, I don't think she should be competing and getting in the ring with regular women.
But some people.
But see, this is the thing. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a different level of producing a certain amount of testosterone, and she should not be fighting males because do you know what the average male, the most?
Hell no.
Bro, no.
It's hard to argue this because we don't know the numbers. We don't know the facts and the stats.
Exactly.
But if let's say she has,
we can't tell her.
Let's say there's an average testosterone. Let's say the average male's testosterone. Just throw a number out there. Is 150, right?
So the average male 19 plus is 240 to 950 in men. In females, it's 8 to 60 nanograms per deciliter.
So let's say there's an actual number of 150, right, for a testosterone level, just for the sake of obviously arguing. If she has a testosterone level of she could, let's say she had a testosterone level of 160 or 170. This is a woman
which I think is
that should not be fighting.
Real. But why do we say that? Then we shouldn't let anybody else compete that has that testosterone, because it's not her fault. She's not using PED. She's using,
just like I said with the previous caller, Michael Phelps, with the whole bone structure and the way his toes, he got like literal fins between his toes. I don't think that he should have been able to swim like that.
Yeah, but then that's the world we live in. We can't, like, you can't.
It's an unfair advantage. That's why Superman can't play football. If you have the ability above the others and the average, you shouldn't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have Deion Sanders. You wouldn't have Bo Jackson. You wouldn't have LeBron. Bro, you wouldn't have nobody.
I'm not gonna say all of them. They sometimes, you know, they just are good at what they do and they train for what they got.
But that's what she did. But I'm saying, have you this is why it's so important that we look at, if we're going to create a standard, then we all need to abide by that standard. And I guarantee you, because there are a lot of guys, dude, didn't we just see a 13-year-old a couple years ago that was playing football with fifth graders? He had a whole mustache and a beard, and he was bigger than everybody else. But his testosterone's God-given, is hard, but that doesn't create anything. And this is what I'm saying. Yes, it gives you a better advantage per se. But just like that gives you a better advantage, there's always other people that don't have that advantage that create the advantage on the other side. I'm Polynesian.
That's legal, though.
I am big, but so is the boxing. Boxing is a sport.
I don't think
she's been beat 9 times.
If you have an advantage that gives you outside of the realm of what everyone else has, you shouldn't compete in any sport. Because that's what competition is. Competition is the fair exchange between the sport of what you're talking about. It's supposed to be fair. You have the ability to win. I have the ability to win without any advantages, right? If we work harder, if we train harder, and that's why you win, then yes. But if there's an innate ability within that gives you an advantage before any training, that's not right.
But Jody, to say that is to say that we have to take everything into account. Do you realize what you eat can also minimize or raise your testosterone?
Yeah.
So, dude, she's from Algeria. Imagine how much processed bullshit food we get in America.
Yeah.
And how much young black man, white man, men, women, period, anybody in the world is affected by eating processed food that drains and takes down your testosterone. Now we're going to go say, well, the diet that your parents can afford, the thing that's going to limit to what you can play.
No, if we in America have low testosterone levels because of our food, tough luck. That's because of the food we eat. Because the average male has a certain level of testosterone, and if we're beneath it, tough luck. Eat better, train. But if you have higher than normal because of a genealogy deficiency or disorder or a syndrome, you should not compete in any competitive sports.
Okay, so let me ask you, at this point, I'll ask you this question. Now, which I know you're going to keep it real.
Yeah.
I want to understand. I want you to answer. I know you're going to keep it real. You've been a realist since day one.
I got you.
The only dude to keep it real on YouTube.
Yeah.
I said it.
I got you,
bro.
bro.
Boy, stop complaining when you want to keep a review. You heard? You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Keep it real.
I got you, bro.
So let's be real. If you say that, then are you going to disqualify all of the other athletes? Let's say
you said LeBron James and all them. We don't know that they have genetic advantages.
Oh yes, we do. No, we do. There's tests like LeBron, Michael Phelps, Brittany Griner.
So what LeBron got? What does LeBron have that I don't know about that makes him a mutant?
He's not a mutant, but he's genetically attributed to have more testosterone. Like they've tested blood tests. Like it's there for the nerds that want to get into all this. Like especially with the UFC, like Francis Ngannou, dog. That dude's testosterone.
Are you saying that LeBron James is only LeBron James because of his genes and what he's doing more because he was born with more testosterone or more something?
Yeah, anybody who does athletes can tell you that. What if you walk in? Yes,
I don't see it. I don't see how that's true because if that's true, so because Kobe is the definition of hard work. Here's a man with all that. He's not a better athlete than Kobe Bryant. He's not a better ball player than Kobe.
That's what we're talking. You just made my point. Athlete versus skill, which is why I say this girl should be in the box because it's not about athlete. It's about skill. She got her ass whooped 9 times.
No, but I'm saying if LeBron worked as hard as Kobe did, he would be better than Kobe, and there's nothing Kobe could do about it, and that's wrong.
And if LeBron had the same amount of let's look at Kobe. Like Kobe said, he wasn't the best. He couldn't jump the highest, wasn't the fastest. He was not genetically gifted as others.
Right.
Like we don't have to use LeBron. We can use Bo Jackson. We can use just
if there's actual proof and facts that show they had an unfair advantage because of something that's in their body, then they too are liable, just like Michael Phelps.
Well, then,
again, that's most
bro, I remember watching the Olympics like 10 years ago. I remember the last time Michael Phelps was his feet. He has like fins for feet.
Yes,
and I'm looking at that. I'm like, wait,
ridiculous.
He's a mutant. That shouldn't be allowed. That's cheating.
No, that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part. His best part is his lactic acid reduces 50% more than anyone else in the world. So when you're tired at 10 seconds, he's at 5 seconds, nowhere near as tired as you, because his body creates lactic acid 50% half of the time than any other average human out there.
Not fair.
Even Dwight Howard. Read about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's lungs expand 3 times the size of any other person his size. These are genetic anomalies. And at the end of the day, if you break it down to simple ones and twos, these are genetic anomalies that we watch on TV for entertainment. That's what God put them on. I didn't say that's what God put them on the planet, because they're more valuable than that.
Should
but
we just
when
get
you,
Clarissa Shields?
Yeah, somebody in the chat brings up a really valid point. Are you saying that this
Clarissa Shields is a dog?
Are you saying that are you trying to disqualify black people because we're better athletes?
No, but let's take. You want to be real with that one?
I mean, yeah, because blacks are the best athletes on the planet. Why can't that just be because that's our race? That's our genetic makeup.
That's what I'm saying. Your genetic. That's why your point.
But LeBron is outside of that. He's excelling above the black race, right?
Let's make it.
There's going to be mutations within that pool.
Let me break it down just like this. Let me make it a little bit more easier for you. You said black, right? Black people. Or the comment was if black athletes genetically, yes, beat every single. It's been tested. There were arguments about it. This was a reason why a lot of race. And let's break it down to the bedroom. So you're gonna be mad that you got a 7 piper and hold me over here got a 2 piper. So I mean, what's
that's different?
It's not.
But genetics. I don't think that genetics is a part of it. But LeBron is not. Like we don't know.
LeBron is a genetic freak. Let's be real, dude.
We say that as a part of,
average.
but let me tell you, I think, to be honest, I think LeBron is taking shit that is making him this way, and I believe because he's the savior of the NBA that they're letting that happen. I believe he's on some shit. That's what I think.
Cheating is not above the rules of sports, bro.
I can't knock that.
I believe LeBron is on some shit. I don't think that's anybody. I don't believe anybody should be doing what he's doing at his age. I believe he puts $1 million in his body. Yeah, what's in that $1 million, man? These people,
correct.
Yeah,
I wholeheartedly believe that. But also, I've been around people that are genetic anomalies that still are not good at, like, let's be honest. And I look, I'll say this, and I'm not biased because I'm from Compton. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll take Kobe over LeBron based off of the factor of Kobe is work ethic.
Easy word.
Easy
word.
LeBron is athlete.
We talking
LeBron can play. Yeah, but when it comes to skill, I'm taking Kobe. So that's why I break this down. I'm gonna take it down to this. I agree. When it comes down to skill beats physicality. Honestly, I mean there is a little bit of a space in between, but when it comes down to, you're right
though. But here's the problem: skill. I agree. Skill. I mean natural. I believe that training and hard work beats natural talent. But
I agree.
And here's why the Michael Phelps and maybe LeBron James should disqualify is because if both people have the work ethic, the person with the natural talent will beat the person with the same work ethic 100 out of 100 times. And that is where it's not fair. Like Michael Phelps. That motherfucker had an advantage, bro. 100%. So if motherfuckers want to take him out and be like, yeah, bro, that's not fair. I'm for that. Just like this chick.
But dude. So what do you say about their hard work though? Because they're also working hard. A lot of times these individuals don't even know they're an anomaly until they get to that point where they know.
They know when they be winning and beating and fighting. They know. They look at. There's no way that chick looks in the mirror and has fights and doesn't know. She know.
Oh no! I mean, yeah, maybe for sure she's more masculine. For sure, that is. I will agree.
She's beating people up.
Masculine.
She's beating major people up to get to this point, bro. And she's gonna continue to beat people up.
The girl she punched in the nose quit. That's a quitter because you got hit with a jab.
I was gonna argue
I know
that.
fighting.
I could argue
like,
that.
Dog,
Like,
and look,
maybe
allegedly she broke her nose though.
today.
She broke her nose, and stuff.
She apologized today. She thought she was sweet, and this girl was gonna get disqualified because she was a quote unquote, as the media put out, a transgender with that bull jump that they put out. And guess to find out, she wasn't a transgender. It was a fair script. That's a woman. She can have a baby and all these things. These things have been talked about. And so you just quit because you felt like if you did this, you would get the sympathy of America, and you did.
I don't think that you could be. I don't think that you could be. It was wrong to call her a transgender because transgender means that's what you identify as. That's what you put out.
And it's illegal in our country.
Different. Yeah, but that's different than being a male.
Yeah, 42 wins
or
and 9
being
losses.
a certain way.
Bro, you got beat 9 times. Floyd ain't never got beat 9 times. Javante. Yeah, like you.
So you think that Floyd Mayweather is one of those people?
No, Floyd Mayweather.
He looks all skilled. He's skilled and hard work.
That's Kobe.
Yeah,
he's Kobe of the game.
That's Kobe.
And he got his dad was a boxer.
Yeah.
You know, his uncle.
Some genetics.
He got the fortunate getting raised in that.
Yeah.
I mean, and he doesn't have. He's honestly, if you took the average black man and you put him in that same position and learn him and teach him, I think that you could get similar results, other than if you don't take into like the struggle, the pain, you know, like you said earlier, like black genetics have an advantage over others, which I wholeheartedly believe.
She lost 5 of her first 6 elite battles.
Exactly. Look, you see, she lost who? She was losing now.
It's at the beginning of her years, though.
But that's probably before she developed
trained.
the skill or training and stuff like that. Probably.
That's what I'm saying. So if she was really out here just beating on people and doing it this genuinely, and I just feel like because
she does have 4 disqualified.
So wait, so are you okay with her being in the Olympics, or him?
Hey, I know. I ain't gonna lie. I know a couple of homies who might take that down, man. We all know.
Facts, Lottie.
Hey, E-Money might take it down, man. Ask E if you got to get in.
Hey, Lottie took on 10.
Hey, do you believe that this person should be in the Olympics boxing these women?
Yes.
For me personally,
can't go with that.
I don't think so, honestly.
She
is a woman, but she has the abnormal testosterone. Like if it's like a 160, I'm like, yo, we can't.
Yeah, and I think before we say no, let's get the test out, then create a standard, because
I want to see the test.
I don't think we're ever going to see a test.
No.
So why even make a standard if your body naturally produces a lot of testosterone? There's nothing you can do about it.
You talking about
from competing professionally from any sport? Because of that, no, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
That's something you can't control, though.
You can't.
Yes, you can control it. You control what needle you put in your body.
No. I'm saying if your body naturally produces.
You're assuming that her body is naturally producing.
That's true.
No, it is. That's what she has. When you
and we don't know what her mama doing. We don't know what her people doing. We don't know what she be doing since a little kid. Since I saw a picture of her as a little girl. And like, oh my God.
She looked just like. She looked very girly, like a little girl, you know, and then she probably just hit puberty and boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that can happen. Here's people.
That's my only thing. We don't have the medical records of her. We don't know what's between her legs. We don't know what's in her body as far as ovaries or anything. All we can do is go by what we see, and what we know, what we see is a failed gender test, and she beating the shit out of that girl like that, and we can see with our eyes, it's a man out here, bro. That's what we know.
So is it innocent? Is it innocent until proven guilty, or is it guilty until proven innocent? Because if it's a matter of until we get the facts, we can't give her her due.
I don't believe in that.
Because she lost to the
I don't believe in that.
The Irish girl beat the shit out of her. The Irish girl whopped her.
I do not believe.
And she only hit the Italian girl one time, and the Italian girl was like she did
twice. Hit her twice. Hit her twice.
Scary, bro.
Right on the face. Right on the chin, the nose.
Scary.
She apologized to the girl today. She apologized.
What did she say?
She said she's sorry. She didn't mean for because remember at the end of the fight.
Why would she apologize to her?
Because Khalif went up to her and the Italian girl moved her hand out the way, didn't want to be respectful because
because she feels she just got socked by a dude.
But then, as all the information is coming out today, she went on to it and she apologized. She's like, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to kind of perpetuate the idea that she was a transgender type of idea." And she won fair and square. Watch this whole thing.
I do think that she was selling it too.
A big psyop.
I could clearly see that the Italian girl was selling it. You falling on your knees, crying. I'm like, bro, I understand what you're doing. I saw she was selling it.
Because the other girls that fought her before that went toe to toe with her. Like they fought for real. Like they fought and they took their L if they took their L, but they didn't sit like as a fighter. I'm never like, look, if I get my ass, I'm gonna get my but I'm not gonna get on my knees and cry after one punch and say, "Oh my God, I felt like I was gonna die in there." Duh, we're fighting. This is what we do.
But these are also women, bro, and women are sensual and soft and all that, bro.
Not these ones. Clarissa Shields ain't like that.
Hey, at the end of the day, they're women, bro. They cry and they are emotional too, bro. They're emotional beings by nature.
You remember she got a silver medal. Didn't she get the silver? Didn't she get the silver for this?
I believe so.
Yeah, she got a silver medal for getting on one knee and
all right, so everybody here thinks that it's okay with her advantages, with her failing the gender test, and with her clear physical acumen that's well endowed beyond womanhood. Y'all think that it's okay that she competes moving forward. So that means if she another woman, if she in the ring, that's on y'all.
Bro, men do that all the time in the ring. Men,
no, you can't just do that.
All right,
talking about here.
Yeah, like, bro, you signed up for that. What about the other boxer that died?
But that is not. But
okay, so how does she fail the test?
Our opponents, we ain't sitting there.
She failed the test because it did not register. No, there is
barely pass. She failed.
Because she has an XY. That's the only reason why. And there's different tests. The reason why she failed is because it just had the XY. It didn't have the XX. Now, if she would have had both that, then boom. But just off of that alone, the gender test, it's only two. I'm going to state that loud and clear. Because, buddy, before me, what that dude say? Delit, talking about it's multiple gender. Baby, it's only two.
He was trying to be safe. He was trying to be safe.
No, he wasn't being safe. That was how that's what he believes. He was being.
I agree with you, dog.
We keep it real on this channel, man.
Yeah,
right.
I can't wait. Look, when I go get my belt, I'm going to fly up to Jody, and we're going to keep it twin. Watch.
Females. That's the thing. You can be an XY female, bro. You can have that.
Yes.
Yeah, but we looked it up. We looked up. XY female is a medical condition and it's a defect. It's a syndrome.
That will cost you though to fail
that
that
my
test,
issue is if it's a syndrome.
Yes, if she has if she got that syndrome, bro, she's practically male out here. She should not be fighting females.
No, you can control that.
Well, I know you can't control it. Just because you can't control it, that life ain't fair, bro. Life ain't fair. If you got XY chromosomes, you should not be fighting females.
I don't think you should be fighting females, low key.
No,
that's my personal.
Life ain't fair, and she has that syndrome. Hey, too bad, bro. She was born with that shit. Let her compete.
That's all right. So then, if you're born with a mutation, it makes you a little faster. Go run track. Freak it, right? That's not fair, bro.
No. You said Michael Phelps. Because Brittany Griner has the same thing. She has it too. The basketball player.
Yeah, it looks like she has it. Yeah.
But even those genetic anomalies, you still got to train, though.
Yeah.
Zulu says they never did a gender test. It was a lie. Okay. Well, they have to retract all their statements, all these articles and news publications.
And honestly, I will say this. That is the biggest problem with all of this is the misinformation that is out there about this whole thing. Because I've jumped to people saying she was a transgender, like all these big.
Yeah, I don't care about.
I was like, why would they put a real transgender out there? Yeah. It makes sense that they would, but I don't think that
I understand why
IOC would do
I think that people said transgender because that's the only way in their head they can identify someone who's not the right gender. Like, what else do you say?
Right.
What's the word for somebody?
But you're not trans.
I know, but what is a word for somebody who's born a male but operating in a as a female?
Intersex.
Intersex, or if you have both body parts, you're a hermaphrodite.
So should we just have
intersex?
So what? So everybody.
So if you're intersex, though, she wouldn't be here, right? If she says I'm intersex.
No, intersex means you have the opposite chromosome of the outward appearance that you have. If you have vagina, but you have the XY chromosome, then that's what you call an intersex. So if you have the XX chromosome, but you have a penis, you're also called intersex.
Let me see. Let me look up intersex real quick. Intersex is a general term for people born with sex traits that don't fit male or female. These traits can include genitalia, hormones. Intersex is a hermaphrodite as well. Hormones, internal anatomy. All right. So in my opinion, anybody who's intersex should not be performing in a female sport.
I agree.
But see, that's the thing. If she has that XY, she wouldn't even fall under that definition of intersex.
Yes, it does. I'm looking at it. Yes, it is. This is it.
It's a definition. What are you talking about? Yes, it is.
And or chromosomes, right here. Internal anatomy and or chromosomes.
That's why reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental.
Basically, that would still be a whole fucking female, bro.
No, oh my God. We can tell.
The only thing will be the chromosome.
But then it says it's not a
That
disorder,
is
disease, or
different.
condition right here. That's weird.
That's the weird part.
It says
So
this is
you
not
telling me
a
everybody
disorder,
come like
but
that?
then that other condition we looked at syndrome. Well, it's syndrome. So it's a syndrome.
That's why they allow it, because it's not
then
a.
the
not
question
cool.
is she an intersex
It's
with
just a
that
genetic.
syndrome?
If
Yes, that's what
she's
that's what she's
intersex,
called.
I don't think that intersex people should be in men or females or women's sports.
Because if you have that syndrome, they don't.
Okay,
consider
I
you
like that. I
intersex.
can take that. But
Because
now
if you're not in the category, if you're like in the
Oh.
middle, you don't know where you can't. No.
You can't compete.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Heck
you
no.
can't be sitting
Yeah.
here fighting men or women at that point.
You feel me? And then I'm with Jody. I'll take the stance that it's just a hard stance to take that if you have a genetic anomaly, you shouldn't compete.
Yeah,
but then I
it's
think
the
that
right thing.
we wouldn't have that many medals. I don't think the sports would be that good because there are so many free. I played college football. There are some dudes that I don't understand how you were built, made, or even sleep the way you do, but that was just God given. And if you start to test testosterone, you start to do all these tests, I think a lot of our favorite athletes we're going to find out are not normal, just like Dwight Howard and his lungs. Just
And
like
that'll be
Michael
sad.
Phelps and his
Then
feet.
I'm all for it though, because if I think that sports
Then
would be better without these outliers who are everyone else. It's more
That's right.
competitive when you don't have a LeBron James destroying the league for all these years, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? How do you know how great? Well, you guys are gonna tell me that LeBron James destroying the East Coast for like a decade straight wasn't whack
Was
to watch?
exciting.
That's nothing exciting about that.
Oh, he's boring.
That was amazing.
No, imagine amazing it would have been if there was 5 teams on the East competing every year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just the East. The West has always got it
Well,
though.
to be fair, he did stack his team though. So.
But still,
That's the other
problem.
still, it's because of his ability, right? That he's saying. I'm not saying that he has a genetic anomaly. I'm not saying that because I can't prove it or not, or he does. But if he
No,
did,
I'm not saying,
I
but
don't
he
think it's
genetically has way more testosterone. I think a lot of the athletes who are on that higher spectrum, that higher level, they have more testosterone. It gets tested all the time. John Jones, these guys, like these wrestlers, dude. It's what sucks is sometimes some of these guys also performance enhance. And one of my buddies taught me, like, there's ways you can cheat the game by performance enhancing before you actually get tested. So it looks like this is that's how they test, right? The way they test testosterone is this: look, I'm going to take you sample A when I first get you. You have a level of 500. Now, the next time I test you, if you have the same level of 500, you're not cheating. But they don't know if you've been doing it before and you keep regulating at that consistent test level, then that's how you beat it. If it's those times where you get a person who never did it before, and then once they get to those who have done it, like, bro, I played college football. I'll tell y'all the truth. Y'all know something crazy? My freshman year in college, and thank God I didn't use it because I just was being impatient. I bought testosterone and Winstraw as a freshman playing college Division I football. I paid $500 for that, and I paid $200 for the syringes. Guess what my dumbass did as a freshman? I put the steroids in the freezer because he said keep it as cold as you can.
Look at this. Look at this picture.
Yeah.
Look at this image we're looking at. This ain't cool, bro. This is not competition. This is not fair. Get her out of here.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, bro. Look at that build. She's built more than the man referee and the girl. Look at she look tired. She like, fuck. I want to go home.
Get him out of here.
Get her
What
out.
about the time that she? What about the times that she loses?
She probably lost a long time ago before she knew how to box, really, bro. She ain't gonna lose, bro.
She lost at the last Olympics against the Irish.
Right, Dalton? Isn't her record 9-5?
She gonna come in here and beat on people, bro.
Hold up, it's 40 something and something else. Hold up, give me a second.
She's something to 9. She's lost 9 times.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at a whole man right now, bro.
9-5. She's 9-5. She's
not 9-5.
Ain't no these happening. There's no flat chested. Look like a dude. That bicep is huge as freak.
9-5 has to be Olympic record right now.
My only point was Dalton,